have an idea for setting the loudest level of music on a CD. Okay. Sorry. I'm back in production, and Isaac, the fellow we call Dallas, I think it's Isaac's place, has this great stash of pistachios. I love these little boogers, salty little devils. He doesn't know I come back here and steal it. And he doesn't watch my videos. So anyway, that's my little snack when I come out here. Anyway, it's from Dennis in Miami, Florida. Dennis writes, I was recently at a San Francisco Symphony concert, third row dead center, and knowing the piece well, I pulled out my phone and used it as an SPL meter, sound pressure level meter, at the loudest moment to get a reading, 87 dB at his seat. Turns out, at home, I typically listen at concert level, which I checked with the same SPL meter, and it read 87 dB, the same, at the loudest climax. But I often have to adjust the volume along the way because different programs are mastered at different levels. And boy, is that true, labeled up by label and just the way it's recorded. I want my system to scan through the whole program, find the loudest point, and adjust the volume or gain automatically so that that moment will be exactly, say, 87 dB at my listening position. I realized this feature could not work with vinyl because, well, you couldn't really scan it. But it seems that with digital sources, it ought to be possible. I figure it's a feature a high-end DAC ought to have, and since I don't have one of those, I'm going to feel pretty dumb if it turns out yours already offers it. No, ours doesn't already offer it. There was, for a while, I don't know if they still do it, but there's a leveling, there's part of the bit, you know, in digital audio, we have what we call words, and so every word is a little piece of information that tells you where, you know, where you are, what the audio signal is in there, and there's what we call a header that has this information, and in the header of each of the words there is some metadata that tells you what the name of the piece is, the, you know, whatever relevant information is there. As well, it can also sometimes have volume information, so you can have, if you have a level set program. But in general, you have to do what I do, which is just basically write down or memorize each one. So like on reference recordings, I know on my system, I run those at about 70, where normally I'm running at about 32, 33 to get the proper level. And as we've talked before, every single track has an exact proper level. And if you can listen to it at that point, it's much more enjoyable, unless of course you're doing background music or something. But so I think this is a terrific idea, not so much for a DAC, because DACs can't really control the source, right? I mean, this would be a terrific feature for a transport or for a streamer to kind of just zip through there, find the loudest peak, set it where, you know, you want concert levels to happen at. I think it's a great idea, and I thank you for that, because maybe we'll do something with that. But yeah, it's really important to get everything at the right level, and every stupid CD out there is at a different point. There's no standard that I'm aware of that mastering and recording engineers use to make that happen. I mean, what they're trying to do is whatever dynamic range is on the disc, they want to capture, they want to have it up loud enough so that you get to hear it all, and not so loud where they clip, because in digital audio you definitely don't want to clip. So they have to keep it away from that. But if it's got a tremendous amount of dynamic range, you're going to have to turn that up louder in order to hear, and then it can get overwhelming. So yeah, I think it's a great idea, a great feature. Now I'm going back to my nuts. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.